Hi students, welcome to my channel Thoughts of Physics.
So in the video series of moving charges and magnetism, in this class I am going to explain the solenoid. So solenoid is a device which produces the magnetic field. The solenoid consists of a long insulated wire wound in the form of helix. So this is the wire wound in the form of helix, where the neighboring turns are closely spaced. Now each turn of wire in the solenoid, it can be considered as a circular loop. Each turn can be considered as a circular loop. Now, whenever current flows through the solenoid, the total magnetic field is equal to the vector sum of the magnetic fields produced by the individual turns. So this figure gives the magnetic field inside the solenoid, which is parallel to the axis, and from this figure we can find that between the neighboring turns of the solenoid the magnetic field vanishes because it is in the opposite directions, that is into the paper and out of the paper. These get cancelled, and between the neighboring turns the magnetic field vanishes. So only inside the solenoid the magnetic field is parallel to the axis of the solenoid. Now let us find the magnetic field due to the solenoid at a point inside the solenoid. So for using the Ampere circuit law, we need to consider the Amperian loop. So now let us consider this is the solenoid. This is the solenoid, a long solenoid. A long solenoid means in general the length of the solenoid is greater than the very much greater than the radius of the solenoid. That is called long solenoid. ABCD is the Amperian loop. Now if you consider this ABCD Amperian loop, and by considering the 2 points, point P and point Q. Point P is inside the solenoid and point Q is outside the solenoid. Already we have discussed that when current passing through the solenoid, the total magnetic field is the vector sum of the magnetic fields due to the individual turns. To find the total magnetic field by using Ampere circuit law, that Ampere circuit law is line integral of B bar dot dl bar is equal to mu naught times the current enclosed by the curve. Now line integral of B bar dot dl bar we have to apply for all the AB and BC and CD and DA elements. The total line integral of magnetic field across the curve ABCD is equal to the line integral of magnetic field across AB plus the line integral of magnetic field across BC plus the line integral of magnetic field across CD plus the line integral of magnetic field across DA. By adding all the line integrals of magnetic field across all these elements, which is equal to mu naught times the current enclosed, by equating that we are going to find the magnetic field due to the solenoid at a point inside. Generally the field at the interior point P is uniform and strong, and the field is along the axis of the solenoid. And the field at the exterior point, so Q is the exterior point, the field at the exterior point is weak. Now as we are moving away from the solenoid, the magnetic field becomes weaker. And for ideal solenoid at a point outside, the magnetic field is 0. Now let small n the number of turns per unit length, and I is the current flowing through the solenoid, that is current flowing through each turn. Then ABCD is the rectangular loop. So now AB is the length of AB is, let us say, L. Now let us find the line integral of magnetic field across ABCD loop. That is equal to the sum of line integral of magnetic fields across the individual parts of the loop. The line integral of magnetic field across the part of the loop AB, that is equal to integral b bar dot dl bar can be taken as b into dl into cos theta, because if you apply dot product, a bar dot b bar is equal to ab cos theta. Now b bar dot dl bar is equal to b is the magnitude of b bar, dl is the magnitude of dl bar, so b into dl into cos theta. So theta is across the AB. Now AB is inside the solenoid and which is parallel to the magnetic field. So this is the direction of magnetic field, as we are showing here arrow mark. This is the direction of magnetic field which is parallel to the axis. Now AB also which is in the same direction of magnetic field. So that's why the theta is 0. Now if you consider here cos 0. Then B integral dl, that is equal to B the magnetic field, because cos 0 is equal to 1. Now B into integral dl. Integral dl here we consider for this part integral dl, that AB part is L. So that's why we can write here B into L. Integral dl of AB part from A to B, the distance is L we have taken. So that's why integral B bar dot dl bar for the part AB, that is capital B into L. Similarly, for all the parts, let us find the line integral of magnetic fields. Across BC, if you consider the line integral of magnetic field across the BC part. So similarly here also B dl cos theta. But if you consider the BC part which is perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. So this arrow marks gives magnetic field, it is parallel to the axis, but BC part is perpendicular to the magnetic field. The angle between BC part, that is the dl length element, BC part and this magnetic field is 90 degrees. Now we can consider here B dl cos 90. So cos 90 is 0, then the line integral of magnetic field across the BC part is 0. Next, the line integral of magnetic field across the CD part. Now if you consider the CD part, this is out of the solenoid, outside of the solenoid. So when it is at outside of the solenoid, so integral b bar dot dl bar is equal to 0, because magnetic field is 0 at a point outside the solenoid. The line integral of magnetic field for the part dA. Now again dA is perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. Now here theta is equal to 90 degrees. Now so the line integral of magnetic field, that is across the dA part, that is equal to 0, because the theta is 90 degrees. So the line integral of b bar dot dl bar across dA part also is equal to 0. Now the total magnetic field across the loop ABCD is equal to, if we add all the magnetic fields, so the line integral of magnetic field across AB is BL, across BC is 0, across CD is 0, across DA also is equal to 0. That means all zeros. That means the line integral of magnetic field for the loop ABCD, that is equal to B into L. Now, already we have discussed that the number of turns per unit length is small n. If small n is the number of turns per unit length, for the length L, the number of turns will be n into L. So n into L is the number of turns in the length L, because we have considered the Amperian loop of length L. We have to consider total number of turns in this length. In this length, the total number of lengths will be small n into L, because small n is the number of turns per unit length. Now the number of turns per L length is small n into L. And so I is the current through the each turn. Then the total current through the rectangle ABCD, that is small n into L into I. So NL, total number of turns. In each turn the current is I. That means the total current across the loop ABCD is small n into L into I. So now according to Ampere's circuit law, the line integral of b bar dot dl bar for the loop ABCD is equal to mu naught times the total current. Now already we have determined here the line integral of b bar dot dl bar for the loop ABCD is equal to BL. So that's why BL is equal to mu naught times the total current for the loop ABCD is small n Li. That is small n Li. After cancellation, we left with B is equal to mu naught Ni. This is the expression for the magnetic field due to the solenoid at a point inside. At a point outside, the magnetic field is 0, where mu naught is the permeability of free space, N is the number of turns per unit length, and I is the current passing through the solenoid. So this is about the solenoid and the magnetic field due to solenoid at a point inside. Thank you.